What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Mattel WWE Elite Collection 64 Curt Hawkins exclusive Chase variant. Now here we do have the Chase variant of Curt Hawkins in the packaging. I'll explain more of that when we get him out. So what we're going to do now is take a little break, get him opened up, and we'll have a better look at the figure inside. So stay tuned, everyone. And so here we have Curt Hawkins posing out of the packaging. Before we have a look at the figure, let's actually take a look at what Curt Hawkins comes with, because he does come with quite a few accessories. For starters, Curt Hawkins here does come with 2 pairs of hands. He comes with a pair of gripping hands, and then he also does come with a pair of fists. Curt Hawkins also does come with his bubble vest, which looks really nice. It does have his insignia on the front, and then on the back it does say "Face the Facts." Of course, you can't have Curt Hawkins without his cane. Curt Hawkins, of course, comes with his cane, which looks really good in either hand. And then finally, we do get a smashable raw backdrop, which looks really nice. It is fully assembled when you get it out of packaging, and you can throw figures through it, so it does break. And I really do like that little accessory. Other than that, that's all Curt Hawkins comes with, but then again, he does come with quite a bit, and it's a really good bit of accessories. So what we're going to do now is actually take a little break and take a closer look at Curt Hawkins. And so here we have a closer look at Curt Hawkins, and Mattel is actually knocking it out of the park with their new face printing technology that they're using. This looks so much like Curt Hawkins. Well, let me rephrase that. It looks like Curt Hawkins back when he had this hairstyle. Curt Hawkins is, of course, growing his hair out, and his hair is longer than this. But at the time that they scanned this, it looks like Curt Hawkins. Now, if they had made his hair longer, it would look like a modern-day Curt Hawkins. I'm perfectly okay with the fact that it's this short. I mean, it's only recently that he started growing his hair out, so you know, when they made this figure, he had shorter hair. Love the beard on him. They painted his beard perfectly, and it just looks so smug. I love how it looks. They did a really good job on Curt Hawkins, especially on his face and his hair detail. That looks really good. You can even see some of his head poking through the strands of hair. So I really do like that little detail. Now, if you're looking at my Curt Hawkins, you'll notice that he is wearing his black attire. There are 2 versions of Curt Hawkins, the standard issue, which has him wearing blue, and then the Chase variant, in which he's wearing black. I was lucky enough to stumble upon the black variant, and I think I prefer the black over the blue. Even though he wears the blue more often, I think the black is my go-to attire. You can see he does have the H for Hawkins, and then his canes in the back. The singlet is black with orange going around it, although the paint could have been done better, and he suffers from the exact same paint issues that we've seen with all the other figures, where his flesh tones don't really match. You can see his arms are really unison with his head, but then you get to his torso and it's a little bit more pale. The way they can fix that is by casting the torso in flesh tone and coloring the singlet black. Because as it stands, it's black plastic, painted flesh tone. Moving on to his wrist, Curt Hawkins is, of course, wearing wrist tape and has his fingers taped, which looks really good. I do like that. On the side, we have blue with orange highlights. Well, orange with blue highlights, excuse me, and then it does say Hawkins on the side. On this side, we have that same Hawkins with the same orange with the blue highlights, which they did a really good job on. Going on to his kick pads, I don't know if this is accurate or if it's just my figure. His right kick pad is really glossy. His left one, unfortunately, it's like a matte finish. I don't know if it's intentionally like that or if they just got the glossy paint on this side and used the matte paint on there. There's really nothing I can do about that, and it is a little bit sad that both of them aren't glossy or both of them aren't matte. I do like the orange with the blue highlights. It does stand out quite a bit. You can see he has the H for Hawkins in his kick pads right here, which they did a really good job painting that on. Really do like how he's wearing orange. We don't see orange attires that often in wrestling, so seeing an orange attire really does stand out and make him stand ahead from all the others. with his details out of the way, let's actually take a quick comparison with Curt Hawkins and a few other figures you may have in your collection. And so here we have Curt Hawkins posed next to a WWE Elite Stone Cold Steve Austin and an Elite AJ Styles. And finally, here we have Curt Hawkins posed next to an Elite Miz and an Elite CM Punk. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's actually take a look at Curt Hawkins' articulation. He does have a ball joint in the head and he can look up really well. Can't really look down, but I think I prefer the upward movement over the downward movement for figures in his size. He can tilt his head side to side, which I really do like. We do get attitude with this figure. He can turn left and right. So all the range you'd expect from an Elite figure. He actually has better head movement than most Elite figures, so I do like that. Arms on a ball joint go out to about there. Do a full 360. He swivels at the bicep. Has a single bend in the elbow. Has a swivel and a hinge in the wrist. And that works no problem. Does have an ab crunch which only goes back about that far. It goes forward that far. Swivels at the waist. Legs do kick forward to about there. Go back. Go out, and that's really stiff. They would go out further, but mine are pretty stiff and I don't want to push it. He does swivel at the thigh. Double bend in the knee. Goes all the way back. Swivel at the boot. We have a hinge in the ankle which goes back and forward, although it's a really stiff joint. And then we have rocker ankle. So Curt Hawkins here has all the standard Elite articulation, and I don't know what more you'd expect from this figure. So what we're going to do now is take a little break, get him posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have Curt Hawkins posed for my final thoughts. Overall, I really do like the way this figure came out. I'm not the biggest Curt Hawkins fan in the world, but I still think this is a superb figure. The likeness to Curt Hawkins is phenomenal. The gear that they gave him, the fact that you can choose between blue or black gear, does make him a pretty neat figure to have, as well as the accessories are pretty nice, and I have been having fun throwing figures through his breakaway Raw panel. It's just a fun accessory, and I'm really glad they did include it with Curt Hawkins. Now, if you are looking for a Curt Hawkins, he is available in stores at the time I'm making this video. Now, chances are you're going to find the blue gear before you find the black gear. I was lucky enough to stumble upon the black gear with the blue gear, and I just decided to pick up the black because I prefer black. However, black or blue, it's still a really good figure to own, especially if you're a WWE fan like me, or you just want a really nice figure in your collection. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, go check out all my other action figure reviews, as well as all my other WWE videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it fits in my collection, I'll definitely have a look at it. And while you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.